This dude could literally not even save a PDF on Windows XP the past games 3 through God knows what it is. This dude was rocking Bowen 747 numbers, a 740 save percentage in St. Louis. That's not good enough. And his save percentage in the entire series. I mean, how do you have a chance to close out a series and to move on to the second round with an 817 save percentage? That's almost worse than Skinner and Ullmark. It's been tough. I did enjoy when the Blues fans were yelling once they pulled him in Game 3 and Game 4, 5 goals and 18 shots in Game 4, and they were chanting, "We want Connor. We want Connor. We don't want Comrie, we want Connor. We want him in net, please."
I'm going to, this could be a little lofty, but I'm going to throw it out here anyways because I'm shooting from the hip. But I'm going to throw back to my generation, a guy by the name of Dino Ciccarelli who played with the Detroit Red Wings. And this guy was just one of those guys that, probably played 10, 11 minutes in the regular season. He was a third liner. He was a shutdown guy in the third period. But you kept him on your roster because you knew that when the playoffs came around, he was going to be your guy that put in 25, 26, 27 minutes, 35 if you needed him to, if you went to overtime. He was the guy that was going to be in the weeds, in the paint, getting you the points, getting you the fight. Whatever you needed, he was your guy. But you had to put up with 82 games of in order to have him pay off for the playoffs. I think Connor Hellebuyck is the guy that's going to get you seated in the right spot in the playoffs. He's going to get you home ice advantage. He's going to get all the eyes on your team. He's going to be the guy that leads you into the postseason. Once he gets you there, he's going to be that horse that goes, "Okay, guys, ease up on one or two of the rungs on the saddle underneath my belly here. I need you guys to step up. I got you here, but help me out a little bit on the other end of the ice. I will stand in there. I will 100% stand in there because I am an intimidation factor at this point, but I'm not going to be the same guy that you rode for 56 games in the regular season. So help a guy out a little bit." And I think that's where he's at right now. You got to pretend that Eric Comrie's in net. You got to pretend he's in there. You can't be like, "All right, Helly's back there. We're good. It's all good. Oh, fine. 4-on-1, no problem." No. Now's the time where you show Connor Hellebuyck the respect and the thank you for getting you the top seed in the entire league, home ice advantage through the entire playoffs. Now's the time where you go, "Thanks for getting us here. We got it from here."
I see where you're going, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because if a team's going to win the Stanley Cup, they need their goaltender to make timely saves and to win them games. If you look at the course over the last 20 years, their goaltender has done that.
Yes, you need him to win you games. And guess what? Connor Hellebuyck has got as many wins as any other goaltender who's leading the league right now in the playoffs, okay? So I could give a shit about his and he said it himself. "I don't care about my save percentage. I don't care about my goals against average. I care about wins because it takes 16 to get to the cup."
Of course, wins matter. Stuart Skinner had 14 wins last playoffs. Still not good enough. And if the guy's throwing up an 817 save percentage like he has in the St. Louis series.
14 is not 16. 16 wins you the cup, not 14.
Yeah, but he was second in the playoffs last year in wins. He had the second most wins. Is that not good enough for you?
It's not good enough for a cup?
Well, you're saying that having 3 or 4 wins is good enough. We need better stats because you look at the guys who have won.
In the first round, how many wins do you need? 4. How many do you need in the second round? 4. How many do you need in the conference finals? 4. I don't care what your save percentage is. I don't care what your goals against is. How many games did you win? Period. And that comes down to a team effort, and that's what wins cups.
You know what? I'm going to report back to you for this show next week, and I'm going to come up with a stat for you. What is the average save percentage of the Stanley Cup winning goaltenders the past 5, 10, and 20 years? I'm very curious. I don't have that off the top of my head, but I wonder how that stacks up compared to the Skinners and the Ullmarks and the Hellebucks. Also, Hellebuyck breaks that trend, by the way, of you need 55 games or less if your guy's going to win the cup. He played 60 games with the Four Nations plus preseason. That would go against all the stats the past 20 years. So time will tell, right?
I think the whole situation with the Vancouver-Boston that year that Luongo lost in the finals, they rode him too hard. So I know I'm going to sound like a bit of a hypocrite, although I was very vocal about this throughout the entire regular season, saying, "I think you're riding Hellebuyck too much. I think you're riding him too much." If things go sour, will probably be my
Hey, if
argument.
you enjoyed what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.